warm welcome to our special guest, Doublelift. He's also
What's up?
All right, well, welcome to UC Riverside. They're very excited to see you. Do you have any words you want to say at first?
What's up, guys? Nothing really.
All right,
just happy to be here.
Awesome. So I have a first question for you. So everyone, what's on their mind is that you just won your 4th NALCS championship. Huge accomplishment, 3 different teams. What was it like to hold that trophy in Miami a couple weeks ago?
It actually felt good for like probably 5 minutes, and then I was just kind of like, when is the ceremony gonna be over? Like, I think it got progressively like first time amazing feeling, and then every time still amazing, but just for a shorter amount of time. So it definitely felt really good. I was happy for my teammates more than myself though, because it's kind of like a lot of their first time.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. All right, so speaking of your team, what's the team dynamic like right now? You've played on multiple, maybe dozens of rosters. What's it like being on Team Liquid?
I don't know, on Team Liquid, I feel like everyone's really introverted, so like me, I think like most of the fans, they kind of gravitate towards me and Ole because we're more outspoken. And also, like, I try to get my support more to, like, express myself than anyone else on the team. But, yeah, everyone kind of does their own stuff. I feel like everyone's kind of like their own lone wolf. Like, we have this small break where I'm doing this, and, like, everyone kind of split up for a little bit after the playoffs. And Eugene Pobelter, he went to spend time with his family because he's kind of like a quiet guy. And then Impact's crazy, so he went to Vegas alone, even though he doesn't even he's not even like fluent in English. I don't know how he's alive. And then, Xmithy's playing Fortnite by himself. And, I'm just doing random stuff, always doing random stuff. So I think like everyone, I'd say we're friends for sure, but definitely like a more kind of like individualized team environment.
So, we've seen veterans in League of Legends for 6 to 7 years. A lot of the people that are still playing today have been playing, since the beginning, season 1. When do you think these careers are going to turn over? I mean, there's obviously a lot of new talent. There's some people considering retirement and they just come back off medios. So what's your thoughts on that?
It's true the average lifespan of a pro player is really low. I think the burnout rate is mainly the level of burnout you have is mainly the reason why. Like, sounds really sick to be a pro player. It is. It's pretty sick. But the amount of work you have to put in, like, you have to make so many sacrifices. We don't have days off. I'm just working like, 200 days out of the year, like straight, and then occasionally I'll have like chopped up breaks like this of like 10 days off and then like 90 days on. So the burnout rate is really high. I think the turnover rate as a result is really high. And then I don't really understand why I've been around for a while. Like, I just kind of just kept going with it. But other people found other opportunities, They got sucked in by an egirl, or they got, they just got like something else, like college, whatever. Like, something happens. I think that's totally normal, but I just figure esports is going to get bigger and bigger, so why not just stick it through, and then at the end I can be a coach, maybe a player for like another game, maybe I'll work at a gaming company or something. I just really like video games, so yeah, this is what I like to do.
I mean, that's great. We'd love to see you create, maybe one day you'll have your own team. So following that kind of question, you mentioned burnout, right? So what do you do to prevent burnout? I know a lot of, players here, whether they play League of Legends or another title, they experience that even as a casual player. And you've been playing for how many years? So what do you do to prevent that?
To prevent burnout from a game, I don't know. I think League is a really hard game to have fun playing, actually, sometimes. Like, I'll have like those days where I just can't win, and it's like, damn, like, I just lost 7 games in a row. Like, I don't think I want to play anymore. But I'm streaming, so I have to keep going. I think the main thing is just, not to get too negative, not to get too down on yourself, or like to just get too angry. League definitely taught me anger management. Just you know, it's another day tomorrow, and as long as you're having fun overall, as long as it's like a net positive experience, then, you know, just keep going. I was actually at a LAN party this weekend with my friends. We were all just like totally different. There was like Travis, one of my friends, Kelby, Nick Allen. Like, so our skill level was really different. You know, we had like a gold player in there, a bronze player, Travis, and then I'm in there too. But it's like I don't want to like play Caitlyn or Tristana in a normal game and just like blow the game up. So we're playing together, and you know, some of these people haven't played in like months, or they play like one game a week, and it's like, well, how do you? Well, first off, the reason why they don't play so much is because it's not really fun to like play once a week and get destroyed. But for some reason, we're playing together, and we go into these games, and like the people who haven't played for a while, it changed so much. Like the game is just totally different. So they're just getting, you know, like absolutely owned in lane, and they don't even know what's going on. So it's I don't know. I think you have to have like a certain level of commitment to play any game. I think like, or any competitive game. Like I think if you played PUBG or Fortnite or something, and you're literally just losing everything right away, it's also not fun. League is kind of like that too. You have to like do a little bit of research first, like watch a stream or YouTube video or something, pick a champion, make sure you know the build of everything, and then go in. You have to have some like prep work.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that in your free time you played different roles in ADC just because you don't want to roll everyone. Totally understand. What other roles would you play if you weren't an AD carry?
Timo? No, I hate top lane. I don't understand how people play top lane. Like it's so miserable. I would play probably mid or jungle. I really like playing jungle because I think most pro players agree. Jungle is the most impactful role, and it's a lot of pressure, but it's also really fun to just be like, I'm in control of this game. So yeah, jungle for sure.
You're with this team. There's some, you know, awesome like 6 to 7 year old veterans, including yourself, and there's a lot of new players. How do you feel about your gameplay so far? Has it exponentially got better? Do you feel like it's plateaued? What is the state of like your mind right now in terms of gameplay?
Well, I think I'm happy that I kind of like broke through a plateau in a way, because I was criticized a lot my whole career for just dying at really stupid times and just like throwing the game. So I got really, there's patches where I was just really frustrated with myself because, and that's when I took a break, I took like a split off, and I just was like really down on myself because I couldn't break through. I like worked really hard at it. I tried everything. I like saw a sports psychologist. I tried to like switch up my game, but I just never could fix this problem. So I think this is the first team I've been on where I don't even really, I wouldn't say it's like 100% me. I'd say like my teammates enable me to, or they help me out in not making the same mistakes that I've had like my whole career. So I feel pretty good. I feel really grateful, I guess, because it's a lot of my teammates. My teammates are willing to like just die for me. Like if I make a mistake, they just like throw their bodies in and they're just like, all right, you live. So that kind of mentality, Bjergsen wouldn't do that, by the way. No, that kind of mentality is like, I love it. Like yeah, I always tell my teammates, you know, like you guys are the best. So I'm really happy.
If you weren't playing League of Legends, what game would you want to be pro in?
There's no such thing as pro Fortnite, so I think Dota 2. Yeah, Dota 2. The prize pool is still like I don't know, like $1 billion. So
you it's up to the prize pool.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just play with Ninja, and then you could play with Drake. Awesome. So our last question is advice to future esports players out there. What could you really tell them that would impact their career?
Future esports players, I don't know, just keep grinding. I think it's really easy to get discouraged, and it's really easy to get discouraged at anything because progress is always really small. Like, I was a really bad League player at one point when I first started, and I just got 1% better every day for like a year. And then, at the end of the year, I was maybe like 3 times the player. But if I stopped after a month, I wouldn't have seen like any growth. I would have been like 50 elo higher. And then like I was really overweight, and then I was like losing weight, and it took me like 2 years to lose like 20 or 30 pounds. I don't know why it took me that long. But like if I ever got discouraged, if I ever kind of like was just like, screw this, I'm gonna give up, it never would have happened. So I think that just the main thing in everything is just to keep grinding.
Thank you for coming all the way from Santa Monica to, face that rush hour traffic and coming all the way to Riverside. So thank you.
So can we get another round of applause for Doublelift?